dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop, it's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired, can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe, never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. The beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Chicago Bears. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Down. 70. Indy. General West.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Rest it.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Check 13. Check 13. Let's go.
On second down now, it's Carson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They'll run on first down. Carson, room to run again. Past the 20. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Chris Carson, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Giants 7, Bears 0. Aldrich Rosas to kick off for the Giants.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go. 15, run. 15 line. Hey, Delta. Chopper.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. A strong running. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
60 outlaw. Hard.
From the 30 on second down. Block. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Call it a gain of 7, and it gets them a new set of downs. Block now on first down. Got a man. It's Brashad Perriman. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
On first and 10, here's Locke. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield. Throwing on second and long. Locke looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 20-yard line. Into the red zone, it's Locke. And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown, Bears. Allen Robinson, his second touchdown on the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they like to let them stand.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Not today, you are. Not today. Undercrook.
Hey, Charlie! Get it!
To throw again, Jones. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be 2 guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Carson. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Now Jones. Open man is Michael Thomas. It's a giant first down on a gain of 16.
Ready! 18 game, 83, 218, chop.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. They find some open field here. There he goes, left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Not able to go anywhere that time. Second down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. To throw on third down. Jones, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. On the return is Cohen. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Chicago. He returns the punt 61 yards. And the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability. Gold with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Gold now out to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Michael Thomas. 76 yards as his guys are back within a single score. Rosas good with the extra point, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Hey, Orbit, put your hands on it.
Block now on 1st down. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Brashad Perriman, his 5th touchdown now on the year as the Bears push further out in front. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Hey, Haywood.
Hey, watch number 5, watch number 5. Switch up.
On first down, Locke. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. From 13 yards out as the Bears push further out in front. Gold with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Here we go.
Their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Thomas, the intended target.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
First down, a run with Cohen. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go.
Hey, Alpha.
On 2nd down, here's Locke. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Hey, exit.
57. Mike, 57.
Go.
57's the Mike. Rock 57. I got it.
Ready.
They fake the handoff. Now Locke. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Jarrell Casey drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes Robbie Gould in the field goal unit for the Bears. This from 54 yards away. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They run it with Carson. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. Then he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he gets this one down to the 24. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
10-2 stop. 61. Matchbox lights.
On first down, they go right back to Cohen. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and it's third down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete.
6-6, pull it high. Go.
57. Mike, 57. Right here. That's what I do.
Look at me. Zipper.
Let's go, D.
Hey, Echo. Hey, lock it.
Slam.
Throwing his lock on third down. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Five.
Mike's 59.
Five.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll check that down to Carson. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. To throw again on second down. Jones. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down. On first down, it's Carson. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Jones, and this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, New York.
Here we go. 60 yards. 22 jet bomber. Hit it.
Here's Jones on 1st and 10. Flush to his right. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
It's a loss of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Jones now to throw on 3rd down. Dancing to his left. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Anthony Brown. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
And they're going to be waiting for him as they get him behind the line. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is, don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. They're going to try the jet sweep. Robinson with it, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
A loss of 2 yards. It's third down and 5.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. On third down, a run with Cohen. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. They get the first. The decision to run on third and medium winds up being a good one. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Here's Locke to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Sponge! No! Hey, Charlie! Ready!
From the gun on third down, Locke. He's going to look deep for Perriman. That's caught inside the 20. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 45 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out. But the Bears look to get this one back, and indeed they did. So they'll keep possession. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Locke throwing on second down. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. 9th play of the drive now on third and a country mile. On third and long, it's Locke. He's got Smith here. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds and being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up second and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. They'll run forward with Tariq Cohen. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Tariq Cohen with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year, as the Bears push further out in front. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28.
Robbie Gold to kick off.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gold now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Looking to throw on second down. Jones stepping up. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. And you talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
Gold with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Pull it high.
Throwing Jones. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 33. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Drew Lock taking it in. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more.
Bears 56, Giants 14.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gold now to kick it away.